Live from the pin pad on a cloudy, chilly Sunday afternoon. You're watching Any Given Sunday, hosted by yours truly, Scamillionaire. What's going on, my NFL peeps, my Any Given Sunday peeps, my gambling peeps? Wasn't there last week to do the show. Unfortunately, an unforeseen circumstances. I had to take care of something. But don't worry, we're back this Sunday. We're back and better than ever. We have a great show today, as usual. We're going to talk about everything from the point spreads, from upsets from last week, and especially in here at week 4. This is the most exciting week, as you know, because we're waiting for it. We're at a quarter of the schedule, and this is really where we see the difference in the teams that are going somewhere, the teams that are going to flop, and the teams that are going to be on the bubble trying to make the playoffs. So, so it's a beautiful day. I mean, it's cloudy, no sun. Obviously, I still have the glasses on because, that's the Scamillionaire thing. This week, it's the Ray-Ban glasses, and like Top Gun glasses, made famous by Tom Cruise. I love these kind of glasses. It has a really slick 80s look because I'm an 80s guy. So, it's not that bad once you're in the spa. 104 degrees. I always like it warm, hot. I got my usual, Palinka, Hungarian eau de vie in my beer. I'm going to take a shot when I start doing the picks. So just a little shout out to the usual people I do, the SAQ gang. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, my peeps? I know you're going through a tough time, negotiations with the government, That's a whole issue, a political issue. I'm not going to get into it right away. Just to say that it's pretty sad that the government corporation, the greedy government corporation like the SAQ, has made $3 billion in revenue, $1.2 billion in profits, can give in a bit. We work very hard. Our workers are part-time, whether it's full-time or part-time workers, and just want to give in a bit. You guys make all the money. I was the executive, the vice presidents line your pockets with all the profits. Directors get bonuses and everything, and what do we get? Okay, we get a nice salary and everything, but we work very hard for that. We give our 100%. We get excellent customer service. We do everything so we can make sure that the client is satisfied, and in the end, they will still want to cut our hours. Well, you know what? You're gonna see what's gonna happen. Like they say in French, à suivre. Enough about these political things. I don't like to talk about political. I like to talk about NFL, something that's interesting, something that's fun to talk about, that gets everybody excited. I know it gets me, my blood flowing, gets me really excited. So, let's get right straight to it. Let's go take the picks, take a shot. Cheers. And away we go. That's great. All right, let's get to it. Boom. Okay, we got a lot of good games this week. Some tough games, but a lot of great games. So last week, I find what I noticed that, talking about the point spread stat, that a lot of the favorites don't cover, especially New Orleans Saints. I'm fed up with the New Orleans Saints. I took them 2 weeks in a row. They don't cover. They win at the end or whatever, but they have trouble covering. So that's a team to stay away from for covering those big point spread. Everybody thought at the beginning of the year, including myself, yes, that they would blow away opponents. They have a great offense, obviously. Always you have that consistency with Drew Brees, but their defense is kind of lackluster. It's like Swiss cheese, very soft. So stay away from those big spreads. I think more and more you're going to see parity in the NFL. Well, it's been like that for years, many years. There's always going to be blowouts, obviously, that's for sure. But you see more and more teams finding out, getting better, and it's pretty close to the end. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the business. So this week, I'm starting with the first game, the game of the week. Well, I'm saying the game of the week. My game of the week, obviously, because I'm a Dolphins fan. Dolphins-Pats. This is a make or break game. I wouldn't say for the year, but if the Dolphins really want to take some distance from the Pats, they have to win this one. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to say no. Pats are favorite 6.5. Pats have lost 2 in a row. They haven't lost 3 in a row. I've watched NFL Live. They said since 2002. So 16 years. That's a long time. Imagine a lot of teams lose 2 in a row, 3 in a row, 4 in a row. The Pats haven't lost 3 in a row since 2000. That's saying something about consistency and always pretty much rebounding from losses. I'm pretty sure everybody's saying the Pats because, they're not going to lose 3 in a row. They're playing at home. I think the last 11 games, I think they're 10-1 at home, the Patriots. So pretty overwhelming stats going to the Pats. Yeah, I'm a Dolphins fan. It's hard to be biased in this case, but I'll go with the pass. It's my 6.5 normal home field advantage. They should cover, but I think it's me closer than that. I mean, the Dolphins have been playing well defensively. I think they're going to be able to get pressure on Tom Brady. I know Julian Edelman is back, so they have another weapon on course. I'm pretty sure Belichick is going to be prepared. He's going to have a different game plan, suited to more running the ball, setting up play action. Last week, their defense was atrocious. They already got destroyed by the Lions. They weren't really good. The Lions could have ran all day, all night against them. They were able to do that, so I think they're going to be a bit tougher on that. I'll just take the Dolphins, not to win, but to keep it close. I think it'll be a field goal game, pretty much to the end. Don't quote me on that one. Like I said, it's hard to pick these games because they're division games. The Pats could blow the Dolphins out, but I really don't think so. So I'm going to stick with the Dolphins at plus 6.5. Over under 50, it's going to be a high scoring game. It could go over, but that again. Okay, next, Bengals Falcons. Falcons at minus 3.5 and 52 over under. This is going to be a shootout, folks. If you want the over of the year, this is the game to take it. 52 points. It's probably going to be like 35-30. So it's going to go like 60 something points. Falcons 3.5. It's basically home field advantage. Pretty tight between these two clubs. Not much to say. The Bengals are a decent team. Always have a good, pretty good offense. Decent defense. Falcons, well, apparently Devontae Freeman is not playing, so it's going to be backup running backs. You know what? I'll go with the Falcons, but I'm not sure about that one. It's not one part of my lock, so I'll just go for Falcons because of home field advantage, but I mean, it could go either way in this one. It's a flip a coin. Bears Tampa, a lot of tight games I'm seeing. Bears Tampa, Bears minus 3, 46. That one I like the under, very defensive game. Bears have a great defense, Tampa decent defense. At Tampa, I don't know if it's going to be Jameis Winston or Mr. Conor McGregor imitation, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick had a great game again last week, but the defense got shredded. Not really his fault. He's a quarterback. He's the one that puts points on the board. Bears are with Mitchell Trubisky, not too great on offense. They're a bit lackluster, very anemic on offense. Great defense with Khalil Mack. The guy is a machine. I say it again. I don't understand why the Raiders ever got rid of him. Stupid organization. The worst. Bears 3, yeah, maybe. But I like a Tampa upset in this case. I'll take Tampa. Lions, Cowboys. Cowboys at home struggling. I mean, I don't know what's going on in that franchise. Lackluster offense. Dak Prescott can't even throw for 200 yards like 3-4 games in a row. I understand the first year he was great. I thought he was going to be a great quarterback. You know, he replaced Romo. Was controversial. They didn't want that, but you know, he proved himself. And now these days, it's like he can't even throw down the field. Like he can't throw more than 10 yards. And you got to be able to throw the downfield in the NFL. Throw deep to your receivers, get some points on the board. Obviously, they're lacking that deep ball because of Des Bryant. They shouldn't have got rid of him. They should have re-signed him. Whatever differences they had or attitude or character-wise. But still, they needed a guy that can really stretch the field. They don't have that. They're going to have to establish the run. With Ezekiel Elliott. Lions are decent. They have a great offense as usual. Stafford is just their defense is always questionable. I like the Lions here. Cowboys have no offense. Defense is not that great. Jerry Jones, time to retire, step down as president and CEO and chairman and give the reins over to your son. You're still stuck in the 70s or 80s or even the 90s when you won those Super Bowls. The game has changed. So, you know, you got to do something about it or you won't be America's team anymore. So the 44, I'm not sure about that one, but I like the Lions in that one. Bills, Packers, again, another disappointing team. They're always high point spread because of Aaron Rodgers. I think that's a bit overrated. Not saying he's overrated, but they always think that he's going to, you know, pull out the rabbit out of the hat all the time. People, it's a team effort. Yes, the quarterback is important, but they can't always score those 30, 40 points by himself. He needs help either on offense, on defense. Minus 9, no, I don't like that one. Look at the Bills last week beat Minnesota and they were favored by 16.5 points. I like the Bills actually, the points. I'm not saying they're going to win, but they're going to keep it close. They have a decent defense and Josh Allen looks like the real thing. They could put points up. They'll win maybe by 7 or less, even like 3 points. So I like the Bills on that one. Over under 43, I think it's going to be under. Packers have a good defense. Bills have a great defense. It's going to be a tighter game. So yeah, I like the Bills at plus 9. Texans, Colts, this is a flip of the coin. Texans are 0-3. Colts are getting better with Andrew Luck back. He's slowly being comfortable in the pocket and get back into his rhythm. I think the Colts should win. Texas, I don't know what's happening with them. Defense is okay, but the offense is horrible. I don't know. That one, the 48, that could be a shootout. I'm not touching that one. I just like, I'll just go with the Colts at home. but I'm not too sure about that one. Philly, Tennessee. Philly -3 on the road in Tennessee. That's a tricky one. Philly has a good team. Obviously, Carson Wentz back. He looked comfortable last week, his first start. Less than 300 yards, but it doesn't really matter. It's how many touchdowns you throw and if you're efficient with the ball. Tennessee is always good at home. They're a decent team. They're an up-and-coming team with Marcus Mariota. If you could stay healthy, I think they could be one of the up-and-coming teams in the years to follow. This one, I'd say Philly. I'll just go with Philly because they're the favorite. But like I said, I'm not really like 100% sure on that one. I'll just say Philly because Philly's a better team if you look at the roster. But Tennessee, they could hang in. They can compete with a lot of teams. So 41, it's a definite under. I like one of those as my over-under locks. Quote me on that one. Yeah, so Philly and the under at 41. Very hot in here. Woo! When you're in the tub, it feels great. Seattle, Arizona. Arizona is horrible. They don't have anybody anymore. Seattle -3.5, 2. They lost a lot of their defense. Still always consistently at the quarterback position with Russell Wilson. 3.5, they should cover that. But again and again, it's always tough, those -3.5s on the road. 40, it's a definite under. That's another guaranteed under the year. Quote me on it. Lead pipe lock, under. It's going to be like 21-17. Close, maybe, or 17-14, something like that. I'll take Seattle on that one. Browns, Raiders, big game. It'll be the first career start for the Browns quarterback. Raiders, they're 0-3. They're at home -2.5. If John Gruden loses this one, he's going to be on the hot seat. Not a way to start your second coaching career with another team. Back to the original team, you started with the Raiders, but then you went to Tampa. I like Raiders this time to win. Browns have been inexperienced at the quarterback position. It's going to be up and down season for the rookie. Raiders should win at home -2.5. 44, I think it should be an over. A lot of throwing in that one, not much defense. So yeah, the over and Raiders. 49ers, Chargers, well, you know what happened to 49ers. Quarterback, he tore his ACL. Jimmy Garoppolo, you know, that was a big loss. They signed him to a big contract. They were expecting big things. Even the hurt Colin Cowherd said that was a dark horse Super Bowl team, the 49ers. Yeah, right. I didn't think so. I mean, but who am I? He's the NFL, ESPN expert. I never thought they would have gone to the Super Bowl while it was a dark horse. Chargers are a hot team. I mean, they're only 1-2, but they played against tough teams the last 3 games. They're -10. I think they should cover that spread. This is one that I would take the high favorite. They have a great offense. Phillip Rivers, always great at the quarterback position, always throws well against these NFC teams. They should cover 46. Not sure about that one, but I like the Chargers at -10. They should cover by double digits. Yeah, pretty much. Saints, Giants, Saints -3.5. Giants at home, Saints 3.5. Like I said, I don't like the Saints. I don't know with them this year. They were picked as one of the. A lot of people picked them for a Super Bowl appearance. Still not convinced. Like I said, they have great offense, but always soft on defense. You need a bit of defense. I know it's a throwing lead. I know it's going to be offensive. It's an offensive league, but you're still gonna have some decent defensive pressure on the quarterback. This could be an upset, but I'm gonna stick with the Saints just because I like them to. Giants don't have much on offense. You have Saquon Barkley and obviously OBJ, but they can't protect their quarterback. And Manning, and he always seems flying on his ass these days. As long as you put pressure on quarterback and can't make those throws, you're gonna have your fun all day with that. I'll take Saints, but not an overwhelming majority. 52, yeah, it should be a high-scoring game, but then again, I'm not sure about that one. I'll just go with the Saints. Baltimore Steelers, great game, one of the best matchups of this Sunday. Steelers -3, obviously that's because of home field advantage. Baltimore is a strong team this year. They're one of my dark horse teams in the AFC. I'm not saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but they're going to compete with a lot of teams, and they're going to do pretty well. Great offense, always have a great defense, all special teams. Joe Flacco is not going to razzle-dazzle you and throw for 400 yards, but he's pretty solid at the quarterback. Steelers, well, I don't know. At the beginning, they're a mess. They're going to try. There's a lot of controversy there, trading Le'Veon Bell. Obviously, they're not going to keep him because the running backs they never keep. They have a couple running backs to replace them. It's always going to come down to Big Ben in the end. How many throws he's going to throw? 50 times. If he could complete 36 or 40 throws out of 50, I know they'll win. I'll stick with the Steelers this one just because I have home field advantage. I think it's going to be a tight game. That's why they're putting it at 3. Yeah, basically it's going to come down to a field goal game. Maybe an interception or a fumble or a game-winning field goal here and there. But the Steelers, yeah, I like them at home, and it should be a high-scoring game. Both teams can put up points, so take the over that one. The last game is the 8 o'clock game, KC-Denver, classic AFC, not AFC, what is it, AFC West division rival. KC is really on fire. Their Pat Mahomes, their pick they traded up to get, is really taking the league by storm. I mean, 13 touchdowns his first 3 games. That's an NFL record. The guy looks like the real deal, but we'll never know till he plays a full season. But they look like that the offense is pretty efficient and prolific. Denver is in the stages of reconstructing. They're in rebuilding mode. They're at home. KC 3.5. Honestly, I think they're covered by more than double digits. I think KC's gonna smoke Denver. Sorry, Denver. But you never know. Like I said, other teams that played in Denver had a hard time playing there. It's always tough a mile higher because of the altitude. So the 54.5, that's another over if you want to take it. They should score. KC should have 30 points and Denver 20 points. Yeah, it's around there. 35, 25, 34, 27, 61 points. I like that. So those are the picks. Usually, okay, let's go to my rundown on my 2 lead pipe locks, teams and over-unders. So I like I said before, the Bills, +9. I like that one to keep it close. And I also like the Chargers to cover the big spread for Niners with Jimmy Garoppolo out. Nobody really there to take the reign and take over. They're going to struggle. So those are my 2 locks. Take Bills +9 and Chargers -10. For the over-under, I'll take today. Usually I'm an under guy, but I'll take an over-under. I'll take Seattle, Arizona under, and that's one of my lead pipe locks. Under, it's guaranteed it's going to be under. Arizona can't score. Seattle has trouble scoring, and they still have a decent defense. And I'll take the KC Denver over. That's going to be a shootout. 54.5. They'll take it over. It'll be almost like over in the first half. They'll be like at 35, 40 points. So pretty much that's going to be an over. So on my Scamillionaire rant, like I said, there's a couple of things. Usually I said 2 topics. I'll start with one. This one is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard or seen. They can't stop talking about it. I know last year was the catch rule, the catch rule. What's a catch? This year is even different, even worse. I think it's ridiculous. It's the how to tackle quarterback. So they're telling me the NFL now, it's funny, the NFL is a pretty much physical game, right? I mean, you're tackling people, you're hitting people. You're taught from when you're in small, little league to hit or to tackle the right way and to not intimidate, but a lot of them like to lay them out, but it's a physical game, so people are going to get hurt. So now they're saying there's a certain way to tackle, to protect the quarterback. I understand you have to protect the quarterback. The quarterbacks are the stars in this league. Without them, they sell tickets and all that. I understand if you do cheap shots and helmet to helmet, those I understand. But because someone is coming them at full steam ahead and then you can't tackle them or you can't throw them down and fall on them, what are you supposed to do? It's like saying to the corner when he's going for them, you can't lean onto him. You have to go wrap him up. You don't have time to think. When you're going out there, it's a split second. They're coming at you fast. So you're going to tackle him and just make sure he falls the right way? No. I'm sorry. It doesn't happen that way, okay? When he's coming full speed at that, he's taking him, he's following him. What can he do? He's going to take him and wait and just take him and slowly put him down? No, you have to go full steam ahead and lay your weight. That's how it is. They were taught to tackle like that from when they were small and up to now when they're in the big leagues, the NFL. And now the NFL is saying, well, they're going to get personal fouls each game. Like, it's ridiculous. The Green Bay player, Matthew, I forgot his name. It's not coming to me. Twice he got fined for personal fouls each game because he tackled. What is he supposed to do? Stop in midstream and mid-speed and just go and take him and just hold him? No, it isn't that. He's got to go after him. What if the quarterback gets out? It's that. He's got to go full speed and with intensity. So I'm sorry, the NFL, it's getting soft with your ridiculous calls for you can't hurt the quarterback. I mean, what is he supposed to do? Just wait up and just tackle him at the legs? Or that? No. I say you go. They're going to have to change that rule. They're going to have to do something about it because those end rushers, those defensive end are going to be obsolete if that's the case. And every time the quarterback's going to fall, he's going to complain. The ref's going to throw the flag and get 15 yards all the time. Come on, folks. This is ridiculous. It's the NFL. It means not for long if you not be able to tackle the quarterback and take a hit. You're supposed to take a hit. In college, you don't see penalties like that. And now in the NFL, they started calling that because, they got injured. It could happen. It's bad luck. Maybe he fell on him the wrong way. But it won't stop the defender from tackling the way he tackles. This is what they learned all their life. I mean, please. I mean, you could ask James Harrison. He was on NFL Live. He says the NFL is getting soft. Obviously, this guy too. I mean, yeah, this guy was aggressive. He was very aggressive. But maybe he was a bit of a dirty player. But, I mean, everybody does it. All the defensive do it. So, that's my rant. I don't think I have any other rant. I'm going to stick with that Scamillionaire single rant. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a wrap. Like I said, this is an important, we're at the midway point, not the midway point, but I'd say the quarter point. I always say, I don't know why, but at this stage, at the 4 games, you're going to see teams differentiating themselves. You're going to see them, who are the teams that are going to be good, who are the teams that are going to be not so well, and who are the teams that are going to be garbage. It's very much so. It doesn't happen all the time. There's a lot of teams that, are 2-2 or 1-2, and they finish by making playoffs, or there's a lot of teams that are 3-1, and they end up losing several games in a row that just wrecks their season. But I also see this is like an important stretch from 4 to 8 games. This is where you're going to see teams making a difference and showing that they are contenders and not pretenders. And Herman Edwards, why do we play the game? We play to win the game. We play to win. We don't just play to play. If we play to just play, just get out, retire. I love Herman Edwards. I would love that quote, that rant when he went on. It's always a famous one. They play it all the time. It's one of my favorites. So I'll leave you with that. So thanks a lot for watching my show again. It was about the same 20 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, I do it for you, the fans. I don't do it for anybody else. It's for my NFL peeps, my any given Sunday peeps, and the gamblers. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope my picks come in. I hope it helps you. I'm enjoying this. I love doing this. I'm going to be watching my Dolphins game. I hope you'll be watching some of your games. I hope they're on TV. If not, you could always subscribe to the NFL package, which rape you for $200. Or you can see the games that are playing on the TV that they give you. So enjoy the rest of this Sunday. I know I will. And tune in to my show every Sunday at between 11 and 12. And that's it. So that's it for any given Sunday. My name is Scamillionaire, and I am out. Take care. Don't lose the hair.